Motherfucker shit needed. All right, this is your boy Overweight didn't do in Peru, and I want to go ahead and tell you about my early life. Uh, so when I was a little kid, I was a little bit shy because I was really skinny. From what I hear, it is very common for people with PE to be very skinny, very thin. Well, anyways, when I was a really little kid, I was kind of shy because I was so skinny. I was kind of small. I wasn't really that short, but I was pretty skinny, and that's one reason for people to pick on you for being skinny. Well, it was okay before I went to school. And then when I started like kindergarten and elementary school, because I was so skinny, my chest, because I had a severe version of it, and is really noticeable, especially when I was a little kid. It was probably worse when I was a little kid than it is now. So, my parents were pretty supportive. They said no one could tell, but everyone in school, of course, they tell you they can see it. Some people really don't notice it. Uh, it really depends on the clothes you're wearing when you're a little kid, but some people don't realize that it affects you in different ways. It can make you a negative person, I think, because sometimes you're just so used to people giving you problems, picking on you. But it also makes you a pretty strong person. It makes you, ready for the bad shit that could possibly happen. It makes you not weak like everybody else. It makes you not a baby like other people. For example, as a teenager or adult, if somebody called me a name, I really didn't care, you know. But someone who never experienced like the kind of same crap, it kind of would bother them. It would get them sad. Um, but yeah, it kind of made me the person I am today. I think because it kind of kept me quiet. I kind of didn't like say too much when I was a kid. uh, kind of kept to myself. Kind of shut my mouth just to keep the problems away. Uh, it definitely made me hate school, even though I like to study, I like to learn, but dealing with other kids kind of sucked. And again, my experience is probably different than yours if you have it. I was skinny my whole life until I until I was like 25. And then I started gaining weight. But I was real athletic when I was a kid. I liked to play sports, even though I wasn't very social. I still am. I'm pretty much a social retard. Uh, but I believe I'm easy to get along with. I'm just not very cool. But yeah, my early days, I could make friends playing sports and stuff, but just in class, it was kind of hard because I would tell jokes and stuff to get people to like me. Um, it was just something I knew how to do. I was pretty funny when I was a kid. Uh, kind of made people leave me alone. Uh, made the time go by quicker. My parents didn't kind of didn't understand why I liked being a clown. Uh, kind of made them mad at me because they wanted me to be successful and stuff. Um, but yeah, it definitely made me. It gave me a lot of anxiety, I believe, as an adult. It made me not trust a lot of people from all the bullshit I received from other people when I was a kid from my chest. Uh, Plus, I was skinny. When you're skinny, you're naturally kind of shy. Um, but it made me the person I am today. I believe I'm smarter than the average Joe uh, because of it. Some people say I'm negative, but I don't think I am. I think I'm more of a realist. I think a lot of people who haven't experienced that, uh, they might not be able to deal with real life situations, and they might call it quits. But yeah, it's just for me. I pretty much went through all of it by myself, and if you have it too, I think you're gonna have to go by it yourself too. And it depends where you grew up in. I grew up in Virginia, and it's kind of a didn't do state, didn't do city where I grew up at. So it was kind of a major problem. And the only way I got over it was playing sports. Uh, when you're good at sports, people don't really give a shit. But like when you wear a baseball uniform, people kind of notice your chest because the shirt's kind of tight. Or if you have to go swimming, people will notice. They might stare at you. They might laugh at you. But yeah, that was my experience. By the way, when I was a kid, I could never gain weight because I wanted to play football for high school, but I was always a few pounds too light. Um, but I wasn't scared to play or nothing like that. I just couldn't gain the weight. But yeah, it kind of makes you a target though when you're a kid, but it does make you tougher when you're older. Believe it or not, bullying, I think it is good sometimes. It makes you the man that you become. Without bullying, you could be a baby forever. So having PE made me the man I am today, whether that's good or bad. But I do believe I'm okay. I'm not perfect, but I'm not terrible either. But yeah, for me, childhood was kind of shitty. Um, my parents weren't bad. Just they were kind of busy. They did the best they could. But for me, elementary school was the worst. Middle school sucked. High school was okay though. High school was okay because I was able to gain a few pounds, not a whole lot, but I was still thin, too thin. So I kind of looked more normal then. But when you're 10, 11, 12, 14, and you're too skinny and your chest goes in, it's terrible. And it made it kind of hard to make friends sometimes, except for when you're playing sports. It kind of made girls not like you too much. It kind of made you look weird, and it actually affects your attitude too, and how you socialize with other people, because it makes you nervous and not too natural. And it might even make you paranoid. But that was my experience when I was a kid. I have a lot more stories and shit, but that's all I can think of right now. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Send me your contact information. We could exchange stories. I can give you advice. You can give me advice. All right. Thank you very much.